Hey, what's up, Bigger Pockets? This is David Green here with my good friend Mario Mazamuto. We are here at his latest flip, and we want to walk you guys through some of the concepts that he's putting into place and some of the things that he looks for as a professional flipper so that you guys can learn from his mistakes and not your own. Mario, can you tell us a little bit about this house?
Sure. So we just picked up this property just a few weeks ago. Already getting rocking and rolling on it. Want to get this thing turned over. My ideal time is 30 to 45 days. We'll see if that happens. Right now we're doing some interior work. We'll take you inside so you can take a look at that. And we're doing, well, you can't see from the front yet, but we're doing some painting. It's getting done around the back, so we'll show you that as well.
You guys are going to get some great tips on how to maximize your rehab, as well as some ways that you can communicate with your contractor to make sure that you're getting a good deal and good work. We're excited to show you. Let's go take a look inside. All right, so when you're selling your house for top dollar or you're flipping a house, it's a well-known fact that kitchens and bathrooms are where you get the most bang for your buck. So we want to start that here and show you how we do a bathroom remodel and just why we do it. Right? A normal general contractor is probably going to charge upwards of $5,000 for a remodel like this, and likely more. When you use us, the people that we have that we use in our own projects, we can do it for less than half of that and get you a lot of value for your dollar. Mario, can you show us a little bit about what we're going to do in this bathroom and why?
Yeah. So really, it was we're going to leave the sheetrock up because it's fine. Ceiling's fine. The wainscoting in here was plastic. We pulled this down. We got our awesome guy Chico did this for us, and we're putting tar paper and we're putting masonry board down. He already changed out the plumbing back there, and that's in less than 1 day. Tile goes on tomorrow. We're doing a subway style tile here. We're going to do a Carrera basket weave tile on the floor and a Carrera basket weave ribbon, if that makes sense, throughout the shower here. And it's going to make this place really pop. We'll do probably a Carrera marble top on the vanity here. The gray tones are pretty hot right now, so we'll probably do a gray paint vanity enclosure.
Yeah, now I know it doesn't look like much right now, but when you guys see the after pictures, this thing is going to look really nice.
A little bit different.
All right, so now we're in the kitchen, and I'm really excited to show you guys some of the work we're doing in here because this is going to add massive value to this house. As you see right above me, we have a fluorescent lighting fixture. At one point, these were trendy. It's not that time anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to, well, you know, I like it because I kind of have the taste of an old man, but most of the modern day buyers don't. We're going to take this out, we're going to replace it with canned recessed lighting, which is very popular right now. Now here's a tip for you guys. We don't want to ask a contractor how much will you pay per light. They're probably going to charge you between $100 and $150 to put in these lights, and it's going to be upwards of $600 to $900 plus the demolition to take this thing down, right? What we want to do is find out how many hours would it cost you guys to put this in, and then figure out what the material cost will be, right? So Mario, what do you estimate that we're going to pay to take out this lighting and put in canned fixtures?
Well, me and you can pull this thing down right now. Just yank this puppy down. Second off, per light, we're probably just going to do 4 cans in here, so about 30 bucks a can. So that's 120 bucks for material. Let's just call it, usually you can take that same material, you double that price, that includes your labor as well. Most of the time it's a pretty decent ballpark. So 240 bucks. Let's just, even if we round it up and say 300 bucks, all of a sudden 300 bucks, it goes from this to beautiful recessed lighting in here.
Gonna make a huge difference, and that's why we do these kinds of things. The next thing we want to talk about is the fact that we don't have a dishwasher in this house. Modern day buyers are going to expect that. So we plan on taking out this cabinet space, which Mario pointed out is pretty much 24 inches from here to here, which is what we need for a dishwasher, and we're going to put one in there. Now the problem is if we're removing this storage area, we're going to need to add it somewhere else. Mario, can you show us what we're going to do?
Sure, so we're going to add storage right around here. We're going to finish off the laundry area in here. Make it look nice and clean. There's the water here, back over here. We're going to throw up a wall, a little door to hide that. Clean all this up, texture all of the walls and everything. Washer and dryer are going to go here. We're going to add shelving units over here. So all of a sudden your pantry is going to be over here. People love extra kitchen space, especially with Costco and Walmart and everything else, right?
And the coolest thing is this space right now is not being used very well. They're pretty much getting nothing out of it. So we're taking something that was a nothing and we're adding an area of value that buyers are going to like. Now, if you're flipping a house, this is really important. You want to maximize your space. And if we're flipping your house for you before we sell it, that's the same stuff that we're going to look for to maximize what someone's going to pay for your home.
One of the easiest and quickest wins I want to show you guys here in the kitchen is really being able to reuse all this, because it might sound really easy, like, oh, I'm gonna go get some what we call quote unquote Chinese cabinets, 5,000 bucks, and some cheap counters. But once you open stuff up, it's called opening up a can of worms. We got some pretty good counters. Not my favorite Corian counters, but they're here. We have tumbled marble backsplash. But here we have solid wood cabinets, original solid wood cabinets that are still in great shape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint these things bright white. They're gonna have a nice, beautiful sheen to them. We're gonna take some probably chrome hardware, put some chrome hardware on here, make them pop. And then back over this way, where we really gained a lot of space, just like we were doing in the backyard, opening up this area here. So they had these big brown bifold doors on here. All we did is pull it off, and literally we gained about a foot on either side. And we're gonna wrap this thing with some nice big bulky white trim, and it's really just gonna pull these rooms together and make it look like a big open room concept, which is really what sells right now.
Yeah, for the modern day buyer, open is where you want to be. That's what everybody cares about. Mario, how much would you anticipate that you spent just to open up this area?
Well, so far right now, maybe 20 bucks to pull this stuff down, and then the labor putting it back up, we're talking about maybe 100 bucks.
100 bucks to get yourself an open concept kitchen that buyers are gonna love. This is the kind of stuff that we're always looking at from our flipper eyes so that we can get you the most value that we can.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so in my upcoming book for bigger pockets, The Long Distance Real Estate Investing, I talk about a concept I call upgrade hacking. Now, upgrade hacking is when you wouldn't normally do something because it doesn't need to be done, but if you're gonna rip out other things or replace them anyways, you might as well spend a little bit more money and get upgraded materials as opposed to just the standard ones, okay? This space illustrates that really well, and I'd like to show you what we did to get the most value on this flip. As you can see, you've got a water heater right here, and you don't really like that kind of just hanging out in the middle of a room. Rather than spending a couple $1,000s to move this outside, we're just gonna put up a wall, seal it off so it can't be seen. It's gonna be 100, maybe 200 bucks to get that done, all right? This area wasn't being used for anything. It was just kind of a forsaken closet. We're actually going to bring the laundry room in here, put the washer and dryer, take them out of the garage and bring them in the house. And then we're gonna put shelving all up above here so people can use it for storage, whether it's a pantry, clothing, laundry, whatever you wanna do. This was a space that was completely useless, and now we're making it useful, which brings more value to the house. That's what you want to be looking for when you're doing a flip. How do I get the highest and best use out of the property as it is to where I want it to be? All right, so here we are in the backyard, and we're discussing the exterior of the home. Mario, can you talk a little bit about the kind of ROI someone can expect on paint?
Yeah, man. For ROI and paint, best bang for your buck. You got to have a good painter. So this is the old paint color. This is actually already new, so you're not going to be able to see, but just imagine that color all the way up. That's what it looked like. So we're going from this area over here to this area over on this side. You can just see already how quick and easy it is. Literally this took like half a day to paint this section here. And then some of the other things you want to look for and make sure your painter knows is, hey, point out any dry rotted areas you see, termite damaged areas. Let's take care of the section 1 items right now so we don't have to wait till the inspector pulls it up and then send our guys back out here, cost all kinds of money and trip charges when, like this little section up here, small little section to fix, easy. Let them take care of it right now. We're just going to cut it out, put a little piece of siding in, cost us 20 bucks.
So what Mario's referring to when he talks about Section 1 damage is actually something that shows up on a pest inspection report as a clear and evident clear evidence of a pest problem where you can see like dry rot got into that wood and kind of like rotted it out. Now, if you don't deal with this during the rehab phase, it will come up during your escrow phase where your buyers are freaked out and you're usually running around trying to figure out who's going to pay for what, and it's much more expensive than if you take care of it when you're already here. These are things that we as your realtor are looking into before we put your house on the market to make sure that like this isn't going to become a problem later. We can fix it for 20 bucks rather than having to spend 200 bucks to have someone come out here for a special trip just to fix that wood.
Correct. We want the good surprises, not the bad ones.
All right, so here we are in the backyard, and a lot of people take the outdoor space for granted when they're preparing their house to show, but it's not just curb appeal. The backyard really matters too. This is an area where buyers want to know that they can use this space and really find themselves as home, okay? We want to take the same principles that we use inside a house and apply them to the outside to get maximum value. And one of those principles is actually opening up the space so that it feels bigger and you want to be out there. Now, inside the house, we talked to you about how we kind of opened up the kitchen and we saved the elements of it that we really like to make it feel bigger. We did the same thing out here. Mario, can you talk about what we're doing?
Sure. So back over here was boxy planter boxes. We had a 6-foot fence up back over there. along over here between the carport area and driveway in the backyard was another 6-foot fence. We're gonna leave it all open. It's all gonna be nice and clean and big and airy. You can see all the way up to the back hill. So we've just gained all kinds of, hill views.
Yes.
And a big open yard and all these different things. This is all gonna be nice, big and long. We're gonna put some, whimsical curvature walkways in there, and it's just gonna look amazing.
Now, a couple things. Your labor cost on outdoor stuff is usually really low, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. And the other thing Mario mentioned is we actually took out the fence, so you can see all the way up that hill,
Right.
and it makes this area look so much bigger than what it was. You really want that wow factor when somebody walks out here and says, wow, would you look at that view? It's better than looking at a fence, and because we didn't have to spend much money to get this done, it's gonna get a big return on yours.
Absolutely.